Witches Before Wizards picks up where episode 1 left off with a convenient recap dream sequence. Luz is anxious to get started with her witch training and dresses for the part, and it's genuinely cute how excited she is. Ida acts like a typical grumpy old lady before she's had her apple blood.
You mean apple juice?
No.
And pops Luz's bubble about her outfit.
Also, you're wrapped in a bathrobe and wearing the dirtiest traffic cone I've ever seen.
And gives Luz the task of doing her potion and elixir deliveries since it's one of her other side businesses.
On weekends, I offer rare human treasures that Albert drags over from your side of the realm.
I shall smite my enemies, ages 6 to 11.
Chekhov's sword. She explains the ins and outs of Bonesborough and sends Luz and King on their way. This is our first look at Bonesborough, and it's a crazy place out of a fantasy novel with a twist, like it turns out centaurs have their eyes on their chest, or man-eating doorbells. The final delivery of the day brings the pair to a big magical castle where they meet an old wizard named Adagast who dazzles them with magic and free scones. After a brief conversation, Adagast gives Luz the magical quest she's been craving.
Would you like to go on a quest?
Yes!
I might have just the thing. The prophecy speaks of a young human girl who will claim the celestial staff and free this world from an ancient evil.
Pretty standard Chosen One routine where only they can retrieve the magical MacGuffin. Ida and King both laugh at Luz, telling her that the wizard is full of it. Oh, and Ida calls Luz a mark, which made the wrestling fan in me chuckle.
Don't worry. Couple more months here and you won't look like such a mark.
The sunlight made a magic message appear on the map, and Luz decides to go on the quest anyway. Ida realizes she's gone, and we get another great Hootie moment.
Hootie, where'd she go?
Hoot hoot! If you want the answer that you seek, solve my riddle within a week! Oh! Okay! She went to the forest towards Bonesborough! Sheesh!
Man, I love that weirdo. Still don't know what he is. Luz heads out into the woods where she finds a town of magical cats and your typical edgy anime boy. Meanwhile, Ida and King go to investigate the wizard and find the castle abandoned with a bunch of the same maps littered around the floor. Luz gets a Metal Gear reference.
Lady Luz, do you think love can bloom on the battlefield?
Then she just solves a riddle and is rewarded with a ring. Ida, tailing her, finds the cat town abandoned and some nightmare fuel. In a totally age-appropriate way, of course.
Hey, wake up, you! What have you done with Luz? What's your end game?
To find your pupil and still your wrath. Look ahead and follow the path.
The Catman melted! It's a trap.
Luz is gifted more jewelry by a pixie and they make it to the Celestial Staff, and this scene has some really good animation as she crosses the bridge.
I knew this world wasn't all gloom and doom like Ida and King said. There is wonder here, and I think I came here for a reason.
The staff turns out to be a fake, and the whole thing was a trap set by Adagast, who turns out to be a demon puppeteer scam artist. The characters were all puppets, and the gifts she was given locked her up. Ida shows up to save the day and gets caught while Luz gets wrapped up in a fantasy world. But she realizes that it's not real, and Chekhov's sword finally pays off.
Well, that's the last time I take an outside referral. Oh, did you want some of that?
Did I just see Vor on the Disney Channel? Anyway, to cheer Luz up, Ida shows her the bones of the Isles to show her the moral of the episode.
Ida, how did you know that wizard was lying?
Look, kid, everyone wants to believe they're chosen. But if we all waited around for a prophecy to make us special, we'd die waiting. And that's why you need to choose yourself.
Honestly, it's a really good lesson about forging your own path, and that's the episode. The episode plays out like a typical Chosen One story. Luz desperately wants the Isles to be like the magical world in her Azura books, and is blinded by her own sense of wonder until a quest is literally handed to her by a wizard. She ends up having a rude awakening when it all turns out to be a lie, but it ultimately teaches her that she doesn't have to be chosen to be special, and that's a great message. So far so good. I give Witches and Wizards a 7 out of 10. I'm the Wildcard, and I'll see you next time. And consider subscribing and drop a like if you enjoyed. Peace.